Zahia or Zahia's ass. Zahia's
No,
ass.
let me make it. Oh, wait a minute. Let me make it even more clear. Let me make it even more clear. John is as black as the French can actually legally allow him to be. Whoa. Before we get into passport territory, the French can actually legally allow him
John
to be.
John is about as black as the French
we get into passport territory, the French can actually legally allow him to be. Export we get into passport territory, the French can actually legally allow him to be. Export we get into passport territory, the French can actually legally allow him to be. Export we get into passport territory. And the last time I remember John surrendering was last night. And the last time I remember John surrendering was last night. And the last time I remember John surrendering was last night.
I know it's gonna happen, but here's my thing: why?
This guy,
even if you appreciate the guy, why?
This is a scumbag. Why are you thanking him?
This will be the one time where I'm gonna be like, thank God for cancel culture. This is the one person who deserved it more than most other people.
This is what cancel culture should be for.
Yes.
Canceling absolute fucking waste of spaces. We need to be fucking waste and aborted off this planet.
Vince McMahon is at the top of the totem pole of the most despicable people to have ever touched wrestling. Who knows what he's done? Who knows what Wall Street probably knows about this nasty, perverted old bastard?
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Titus. I know you somewhere thinking Vince. I know you just doing your job or whatever, but I have two things that you can suck. Testicle number 1. Testicle number 2. I ain't thanking Vince for shit. That old man fired you, or tried to fire you, or tried to suspend you. I don't care which. He tried to get rid of you because you wanted to let his daughter go first. Fuck him. He can kiss every sweaty bag of scrotum licking from my dick. He can suck every bit of smegma that has ever come from my penis in the past 20 years of my entire life. Vince McMahon can choke on chode. He can choke on donkey dick. Fuck Vince.
Hey, Blackos, I have a question to ask you.
Yes, which is
this is a rather serious question, so I'm actually not trying to joke. I'm actually trying to be serious here. Okay.
Okay.
I have a question after Jamal's lengthy rant there. Were you that explicit last night?
What do you mean? I just said.
I'm gonna no-sell that question for D-Wall because we have a special guest in here. And ladies and gentlemen,
legitimately just said I surrendered to sleep last night because I was tired as fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been blessed by the presence of Omos in the chat. How you
doing, Wow.
Now hold on a minute. What do you mean, Omos?
Look now, I didn't know he had a black tank top.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I mean, California have been bad. Yeah,
we can have you.
Blackos, I think he's talking to you, bud. You don't get that first class express ticket.
He talking to me. He talking to me. And 2,
Dude, I said when I came in here, I said the God was literally looking down on you, and he literally said, "Hey, you had a heat stroke the other day. I'm sorry. I'm glad I healed your body up, but let me give you one more little gift. Let me give you the gift of Vince leaving.
I know you just had a heat stroke, but here's
let me bless you with Vince leaving WWE. How about that?
Hold on. In response, one, I'm glad you're getting better after the heat stroke, because Lord knows pain is a very good thing. Considering I've also got a recent wrist injury that I got to worry about too, I understand. And two, if you ever find me, one, I'm gonna anticipate you finding me because you 6 foot, so I'm gonna find you very quickly. And then I'm gonna be like,
hold on, Jamal.
Hold on, Doc. You gotta let me finish. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna summon the power of my ancestors. I'm gonna see Hakeem coming. I'm gonna dodge him at full speed, and I'm gonna blow his back out like Bobby Lashley did almost with that spear.
Look, hold on, Jamal. Hold on, Jamal. Compared to you, you can see everyone coming at you.
I mean, look.
Well, except Zahaya, in which case that'd just be a big shadow walking by.
Hold up, D-Wall, no. Have you seen? Look, I stood next to Zahaya. He a big ass motherfucker.
Oh, I know that.
And to be fair, everyone is big compared to D-Wall. Have you seen them alien fingers?
Look now.
Wow.
Look now. Just because I started Independence Day and I didn't meet Will Smith before he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock doesn't mean that you got to go and talk to me like that. All right, I understand. If I had known 2 decades ago that he was going to slap the shit out of Chris, I would have been up to him and been like, "Hey man, look at my fingers."
You wouldn't have done a thing. All you would have did is E.T. phone home, Jada and shit.
Hey, D-Wall, I got a question for you. I got a question. What's Winona Ryder like? With the men with scissors hands.
I'd answer that, but Black Ops could probably answer it better.
What do you mean?
You know how in 10 minutes Hakeem, D-Wall, and John all got cooked. Not as much as Vince though.
Jason wants to speak. Jason wants to speak. Oh, okay. But yeah, Jason does want to.
Did they hear all of that?
Nah, it'll be all right. Jason, let's see what I said.
I was just gonna say I gotta go. I'm about to be back around 7. D, I sent you a DM.
I know. I saw it.
Oh, Jason,
okay.
I sent you a DM as well. I want your opinion on that.
Jason, did you check your DMs?
Oh God.
No, it was something I meant to DM you, Jason, and I DM'd it to the wrong
person.
Well, no, I DM'd it to Jason, just the wrong account.
Oh, okay.
It's the Vince McMahon of Rush DMs.
But yeah, I gotta go, guys. And
all right.
See you, Jason.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Yeah.
TNA won, by the way.
Yo, damn the pack. Let's roll out them Cubans. All right.
Look, I don't know if Black Ghost can smoke Cubans. All right, that's the way. That's
I don't even
he can smoke French. Okay.
So what the fuck are you talking about?
Hold on.
Okay. I see what it is.
What did Jericho say now?
What did he do?
I just see a tweet that says Jericho.
I'm about to look this up right now. Hang on a second. No, I know. I'm about to find his Twitter and see if he's tweeted anything. Oh, well.
Whoa.
But this is coming from the same person that said, I don't think anything's going to happen to Vince. Well, something happened to Vince. Well, here's the other thing too. I can understand his point though, because yeah, like I can understand it, but go ahead. I'm yeah. Well, we'll have to split it in half for Blackos. He doesn't smoke. So.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Newscast. I'm your boy, Hakeem Johnson. It's been a while. I understand it's been a while. And I did not expect myself to be doing a breaking news edition of the Newscast, but how could you not do a breaking news newscast of today of all days? And I thought today would be something like, oh, well, Triple H is coming back. He's taking over the EVP spot for Town Relations. This could mean a lot of things. I'm like, oh, that's pretty big, but nothing too breaking newsworthy to me. And lo and behold, the day that I get to come back home and rest from exhaustion, the news drops today that today Vince McMahon is officially retiring from the WWE as CEO and chairman. Now, if you know me and my Twitter, if you know me in general, you know today is a very glorious day. Oh, Pax will be smoked on this newscast. Let me tell you, this is going to be a legendary day of all legendary days. Nasty Keem is here to stay today. But I can't, I'm only just one guy. I can't do this alone. So I brought a couple of guests to, basically, we're just going to shoot the shit. We're going to talk about the retirement. We're going to talk about what it means for WWE and wrestling. We're just going to shoot the shit. There's no planning. There's no structure in this newscast. We're just going to let go and see what we talk about until we run out of all packs of smoke, which won't be a lot. So, as I intro that, there's a lot of people in this room. So, one at a time, children, introduce yourselves. Oh, don't rush it all at once. Don't rush it at once.
Someone better start, because I'm going last for reasons that are probably obvious.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Say something.
All right, I mean, since everyone is mute right now.
God damn.
Hey, I'm John Blackos. I'm half drunk and just here to get roasted. I'm just gonna probably listen in most of the time, but yeah, it's a glorious day today. Glorious day indeed.
Next.
Someone say something.
This is going poorly. What the fuck is wrong with that? Alright, fine.
Everyone left. Everyone's on mute.
I'll say something.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. It's Eddie Lobo.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say F. Vince McMahon for everything he did.
Mm-hmm.
For screwing Rey Mysterio.
For screwing a whole bunch of people, to be honest with you.
True. But my main one was screwing Rey Mysterio out of the WWE Championship and giving it back to John Cena, which was stupid.
Look, they've been screwing up with their Latino market for a longer time than anybody would dare give them credit for. So honestly, it's time to let that pack be hit.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody else is gonna go ahead, but I'll go ahead and do the most ignorant intro I possibly can. Oh. Get ready for this newscast to get demonetized faster than having talks about abortion.
All right. That's how.
This is the voice of Jamal Bedlam, the man that is currently hitting that Vince McMahon pack harder than Tanya hits bodies in whatever anime she's from. Some of you will get the reference, some of you won't. But if you want a more appropriate reference, I am the Yujiro Hanma of smoking that Vince McMahon pack. Because I have been eating for 2 hours straight, and I cannot get this smile off of my face. Thank God that old man is getting put in the dirt. I do not feel bad for you, and Titus O'Neil, you can suck my dick, you piece of shit.
Wow.
I like how you just said.
Well, on that note, since everyone, I guess, said their names, look, so here's the deal. So, it is true, ladies and gentlemen, Vince McMahon has announced his retirement from the WWE as of today, July 22nd, 2022. So, I have this article from Variety. I won't read the whole thing, but I'll just kind of skim through to let you know what's really going on here. So, here it is. It says, Vince McMahon announced that he's retiring from WWE amid the ongoing misconduct investigation being undertaken by the company's board of directors. As you see here, he made a paragraph statement from his statement here. He said, as I approach 77 years old, I feel it's time for me to retire as chairman and CEO of WWE, McMahon said in a statement released by the sports entertainment company. Throughout the years, it's been a privilege to help WWE bring you joy, inspire you, thrill you, surprise you, and always entertain you. I would like to thank my family for mightily contributing to our success, and I would like to thank all of our past and present superstars and employees for their dedication and passion for our brand. More importantly, I would like to thank our fans for allowing us into your homes every week and being the choice of entertainment. I hold the deepest appreciation and admiration for our generation of fans all over the world who have liked, currently like, or and sometimes even love our form of sports entertainment. Mr. McMahon's retirement comes from after it was announced in June that he would be stepping down from his roles as chairman and CEO of WWE amid an ongoing investigation into allegations that he paid out millions of dollars to multiple women to keep quiet about alleged affairs and misconduct. The Wall Street Journal reported that McMahon ultimately paid a total of $12 million as part of the agreements. He remained on board as head of creative since then, but he will now be exiting that role as well. McMahon also went to say in his statement that his daughter Stephanie and WWE President Nick Khan would serve as co-CEOs upon his departure, with Stephanie also serving as chairwoman. She had been named interim CEO when her father initially stepped down. Since taking the company public, McMahon remains still WWE's biggest shareholder. And everything else is pretty much explanatory. So, as you see here, the tweet on the screen, if I can find it here. Can I find it here? Fuck, it doesn't really matter. But really, all it is, oh, here it is. All it is this was the tweet at 1:05 p.m. my time Pacific. At 77, time for me to retire. Thank you, WWE Universe. Then, now, forever together. Hashtag WWE, hashtag thing. So, so I tried to be a little bit objective here because that's what I try to report on when news like this breaks out. So, now, don't be disappointed here. There will be plenty of packs to smoke today, because today is monumental. This is a seismic shift in pro wrestling. But above all else, Vince McMahon, the unbreakable titan, has finally fell. This is huge. So, first things first, I want to say this. First, number one, this was not by Vince McMahon's choosing. That should be number one. Because Vince McMahon for weeks has been coming out on TV and lackadaisically been coming out saying that we're the WWE Universe, we come here to entertain and put smiles on people's faces, mockingly, while all this was going on with the sexual conduct and allegations. So that's number one. He was forced out. Do I have proof of that? No. But come on, read between the lines. Read between this tweet even. Vince McMahon was forced out of his own company, because that leads me to number two. Whatever the fuck is about to drop from the Wall Street Journal or from the Real Sports segment coming up on HBO, whatever is about to drop was apparently big enough to where the unshookable Vince McMahon got shook and folded on a random Friday evening. I don't know what that could be. You could guess. But for Vince to fold immediately today on a Friday evening out of nowhere to say that he's just retiring from WWE in general, something big's coming, and I have no idea what it is. And I personally can't wait. 3. Pro wrestling. The future pro wrestling is now. You've had all these talks about, oh, wrestling is going to change in the future. No, it's right now. We are living in a new age of professional wrestling. We're living now in a time where Vince is not controlling the WWE now. At least from a powerful standpoint, I guess. He's still the majority shareholder, but there's going to be really no day-to-day operational power from Vince with WWE from this day forward. It's going to be Stephanie and Nick Khan running the show, apparently, for now, which we'll all get into in a minute. And number 4, what if Vince goes to jail? Because we still have a lot of NDAs still unlocked. We still have a lot of NDAs that are unfolding. Apparently, there are multiple witnesses that are going to be coming up to these stories to validate them. What if Vince knew the writing was on the wall and knew that he was probably going to do some time for the rest of his life and could be sent to prison? Because there's a lot of things that he's done in the past to where he can be going to prison. Ladies and gentlemen, we are less than 2 hours away from SmackDown. And we are less than 8 days away from SummerSlam. And you're telling me this is the way you want to drop this news? Because now this is what everything WWE related, this is what it's going to be all about now. Vince McMahon retiring. As has been reported by Brian Alvarez, apparently, allegedly, Brock Lesnar left the building. He was supposed to be on SmackDown tonight. He has left the building. Allegedly, he stated, if Vince is gone, I'm gone. So that puts Brock Roman in jeopardy right then and there. Allegedly, other talents are saying that they are going to be leaving, or at least not showing up in the building tonight. The company's in disarray right now. In the midst of trying to sell their company to the highest bidder, and now these allegations towards the biggest guy in the company, this company is in disarray. Do not let any idiot, do not let any moron on Twitter or on social media tell you otherwise. So, now that I got that out of the way, let me also say this too. Man, fuck Vince McMahon. Fuck Vince McMahon. Because let me tell you something, man. We all have our fucking nostalgia. We have all our memories of the company and all that. Those don't change in terms of them being great and everything. But this is a man that has gotten away with so much shit, publicly and privately. Has beaten every company in the world. Has beaten multiple cases from former and current talent. That have beaten a lot of media folks from inside and outside the rest of the world. He beat the United States government. This guy has skated away through all the things in his livelihood running this company. Until now. Until now. And there's a lot of people out there trying to play the shaboing boing game here, trying to defend Vince McMahon on his way out here, bro. At the end of the day, you're looking nasty. I know Jamal alluded to it earlier. Yo, Titus O'Neil, you looking nasty right now, my guy. You looking real nasty for that promo on Monday. I don't give a fuck. People are going to say, oh, well, he had to do his job. No, the fuck he didn't. He could have told Vince, yo, fuck up. I ain't going to say this shit for you. If the fucking roster in that company have the spine, have the balls, have the pride to tell Vince to fuck off, if you're going to fire us then. There are other options out there for us to do our work now. They could have done it. But the roster is so pussy and the roster is so spineless that they allow Vince McMahon to tell them sweet nothings. And for Titus O'Neil to come out and say that at the beginning of Raw on national primetime television, yeah, fuck him. Fuck all these wrestlers all on Twitter trying to do their little I love you, Vince, thank you for doing this for me. You guys are part of the problem too. That's why the industry is in the goddamn shape it's in right now. Because you guys have coddled, protected, defended, and gone against anyone that went against Vince for decades for the shit that he should be held to the high standard too. And now all these people from the woodwork want to come out here saying, oh, we love you, Vince. Oh, you made wrestling great. And suck my dick from the back. You understand me? All of you guys are such cowards. You guys will call fans marks every day, but you're the biggest mark for the biggest offender in this goddamn industry. So shut the fuck up. You people aren't to your word. I smoke a pack on y'all too if I have to. I'm smoking packs on everybody today. Because today is the day, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day, if you got multiple packs, to smoke them and tell niggas to fuck off. Because it's going to be smoked today. Because this company deserves it. This dude deserves it. And anyone defending him, from his fans to the media to the wrestlers, they all deserve it too. Smoke is being thrown tonight. Understand? And you can't stop me. And you probably can't stop anybody else. Anyways, I'm just getting comfortable here because I want to make people clear that today we're smoking that Vince pack. Yes, indeed. But anybody want to jump in and let their feelings known? You have the floor.
Oh, please let me be that guy, because I might just destroy this whole newscast with all the cluckery that's gonna come out of my mouth.
Hey, Jamal, I got that.
You might. We'll see, because I've been waiting for a long time to get this off the chest. It's about time. One, for so many years, this man has pretty much been shown as an untouchable force of nature, because he keeps managing to get away with things. No matter how bad it looks for Vince McMahon, it's somehow he just manages to get away with it. But when somebody said that this was as bad as the steroid trial, I was like, yo, it's that crazy? Then I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, this is bad. This man dodged the U.S. government. But just because he couldn't keep his dick out of one girl, then he's in the position he's in. I would say I feel bad, but I don't. I'm a little too overjoyed at this, but at the same time, I don't care. Be responsible with what you do. Be responsible for everything you've done in your life. You do something wrong, don't hide behind it. Don't use your money to hide behind it. Own up to it. Because you don't own up to it, this is what's going to happen. That pack is going to get smoked, and it's going to get smoked real hard and real loud. To all the people that are being like, thank you, Vince McMahon. So to the Mandy Roses, the Titus O'Neills, the Matt Cardonas, all of them, I'm going to respectfully ask one question. What are you thanking this dude for? This dude has taken advantage of so many people over the years, some of these people that you've worked with, and you know some of this stuff, or at least you might have a thought in your head that something like this might have happened. But you don't want to admit it, you don't want to deny it, because, nostalgia overclouds everyone's heads. And I get it. I was a Fed guy for 20-something years. Nearly 20-something years. I fell out with it in 2012. The last time I watched a full episode of Raw was when Brock Lesnar came back. Which is funny because, Brock Lesnar decided to take his ball and carry it home. Which is funny to me because I'm like, that says a lot about Brock. He's a man who does business and business alone, and once Vince was gone, he sees no point of doing business. And guess what? Based on what Cultaholic just put out, and I'm going to break this news anyway, because screw it, who cares? Goldberg is set to be Brock's replacement.
I was just about to break that news too right now, but go ahead.
Wow. Goldberg. The same Goldberg who, by the way, wanted to put the Fiend over, but Vince said no. But I bet no one heard about that, huh? Even Goldberg was like, see, I was going into the match thinking I should lose, but then I got a call that told me otherwise. Excuse me, what? You mean to tell me that Goldberg even had the common sense to say, nah, I need to put this dude over, but Vince McMahon was like, nope, we're going to have Fiend lose. Wow. The audacity. The audacity of this old man to consistently ruin people's careers for trying to get over through their own means. Like a Cardona, like a Wyatt, like God knows how many other people you could name. God knows how much damage he's done to certain people's careers with the things he's probably spread around as rumors. God knows the damage he's been trying to do to AEW behind the scenes. Remember the Pizzagate scandal and Nick Gage taking that pizza blade across Jericho's face? Oh, you know that was a Vince McMahon move. Because only Vince McMahon would have the nerve to make a move like that. We're going to forget about that, right? Because Vince is a totally great guy. When we know he's not. The dude has been needing to get this pack smoked for a long time, and it's about time that pack got not only smoked, refilled, smoked again, until we can't smoke anymore, until we all get cancer. Because quite frankly, this is worth smoking. This is worth smoking for at least the next 2 years. 2022 has been a crazy year. Crazy year filled with a lot of things. Chris Rock getting slapped by Will Smith, even though by all accounts Will Smith is looking like a massive bitch by doing that, but I'm gonna leave that alone and leave that for another discussion. This has been a long time coming. So on my Jesus Christ, Pac, your chip crunching in the background is gonna make me go into Super Saiyan.
Sorry.
We are in the middle of a newscast, man. Act professional.
Mute
being very Brock Lesnar right now.
Oh, and I'm not even finished yet. That's the worst part. I could go about for a whole hour, but I will try to finish in a quick, reasonable fashion. To summarize my overall mood, I am overjoyed. I am happy. I am happy to see this old man get his pack smoked by dang near everyone and anyone who will stand to watch his pack get smoked. Because for years he's gotten away with a lot of horrible things that no one has questioned, that no one has done anything about because either they're too scared of him or too scared of what potential power he has. Well, guess what? It's time to stop being afraid of that old man. It's time to stop being afraid of Vince. He is human. He has always been human. He is not a god. He is not untouchable. It only took 2 Wall Street Journal articles to put him in the dirt. Imagine what other things they have on this man. What kind of other things did they know about him? Who said something? This man couldn't get put in the dirt even when he took advantage of Brian Pillman's wife on Raw on television. Had her come out while her husband died. His body is not even 24 hours fresh and she's being paraded on TV. Oh, let me continue. Bad enough that he gets away with a little bit of the whole, it's just an accident, even though it's the complete manslaughter of a man. He got away with the manslaughter of Owen Hart, and I was supposed to just let that slide, fam. Nah, I ain't letting that slide. This man let Owen Hart die on his own programming, and he just said continue the show. To all these people who lost a friend, a close comrade, almost a brother for some, a brother for Brett completely, and this man dies, and he's just like, continue the show. Yeah, this is the same man some people want to root for, support, and do all that shenanigans for. I'm sorry, but Vince McMahon can kiss my black ass. Because he does not get all the credit for his show being successful as it is. Because he's taking ideas from a lot of people. Some of those people who were too cowardly to stand up to him. But hey, whatever. It is what it is. It is about time that you've been gone, old man. And I'm glad that Wall Street Journal did one of the good things they've done in recent years and put your ass in the dirt. And I hope they reveal everything you've ever done. Bust the curtain wide open. We need to see everything because wrestling media has been put in a bubble for too long. People have been calling Vince McMahon out for his crap for years. No one budged. No one. Now it's the budging. Now everyone wants to see it. Nah, bro. Time for this man to get put in the dirt. 6 feet under. And then honestly, if the mainstream media wants to blow his back out by exposing all his sins, I am wide open and ready to see it. Let that Vince pack get smoked, baby. I'm ready. Fuck Vince McMahon, nigga.
Very well put. Hey, before anyone else goes, I just want to go ahead and just do a little bit of an update here. Apparently, I'm getting a quote from Fightful here. They're saying that there was a rampant and unconfirmed rumors among talent that they expect Kevin Dunn to be next to leave, even though Kevin Dunn and Bruce Pritchard are the point of contact for the show tonight. This shit is updating by the seams as tonight keeps going.
Some people are saying Dunn walked out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And to just go back to what Jamal broke during his rant, Yes, Cultaholics made an exclusive break that they can report that WWE will be making overtures to bring Goldberg in to replace Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam after Brock just walked out of SmackDown following Vince's retirement. The source revealed that SmackDown's plans, which again are an hour and a half from now, are in flux. So again, this whole company's in disarray right now. This whole company doesn't know. They didn't even know what they were doing with Vince in charge. Now it's like worse, if you can imagine that. But
they're all over the place.
Before I don't mean to interrupt because I know I got that rant in, but I'm gonna go ahead and do myself one more favor. Hey Tony Khan, you alright people, bro. You alright people. Cause I saw that tweet you did, and on one hand I was like, good gracious almighty, that is the pettiest thing I've ever seen. But at the same time, considering who just got slammed into the corner, oh no, Tony, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Cause I don't care how many times this will get brought up. No Tony Khan Big Swole situation is nowhere near as half the stuff Vince McMahon has ever done in his entire life. And I dare anyone in this chat to argue with me otherwise. Because right now, I got plenty of energy right now. I will big dog alpha Chad my dick all over this entire screen. And most people know I am not afraid to do it.
Also, the irony of today, 28 years ago today, Vince McMahon was cleared of all charges from the steroids trial back in 1994.
And luckily for us, it took someone getting abused and someone saying, I'm tired of getting abused, and bringing it to light to get Vince McMahon gone. Good, you creepy old bastard. Maybe you should have kept your dick out of certain vaginas that it shouldn't have been in the first place, you nasty old motherfucker.
That's some nasty shit, though, passing that around to your boys, too. That's insane.
It's gonna get worse. I'm telling you. Hakeem, you said it. There's gonna be a bomb coming here, probably from the Wall Street Journal. Could be from another place. But I think everyone can tell that there is something coming right now. Because you had him all fucking, when it first broke, coming out and flaunting and all that. You had the fucking E-drum fucking idiots, all saying, bowing and all that. Speaking of which, can I do one just on a personal standpoint? Mm-hmm. To a certain E-drum. Okay? Where is Drago Williams, that fucking twat from London? You all know who I'm on about. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! I hope you're crying, you little bitch!
This UK beef with you guys, I can feel it.
That man does not represent UK fans. I will keep on saying it. Fuck you, Joe.
Them two are gonna fucking... Them two are gonna fucking... spotted sword fight. Swear to God.
That was good time, guy.
Gareth. Fuck Gareth.
Hey, but
fuck Gareth.
Oh man, does it hurt? Does it ever so hurt to be an E-drone on this beautiful day today?
Oh wait, hold on. There's one more dude. I just forgot there's one more dude I wanted to say fuck you to. I don't mean to interrupt you, Hakeem, but I've been holding this one in for a decent bit too. Hey, Jobber Nation, you a bitch ass nigga. Fuck you.
That's the other controversy I was going to call.
If I see you on the streets, I will non-consensually ram my shit in your ass, you little bitch. Fuck you.
Yo.
That's the other controversy.
I just want to say something. It's like...
Go ahead,
It's like 8 a.m. It's like 8 a.m. over here in Australia right now. I'm on my phone on Discord right now, and as soon as I saw the news, I was just like, "Oh shit, Discord's gonna be popping tonight," and I was not surprised at all.
It's a beautiful day, Chloe. I tell you, man.
It is beautiful. I wish I was awake enough to be smoking that pack, but I'm just breathing the air at this point, and it feels good at this point.
Chloe, I will smoke twice just for you. All right, I got you.
You know
Smoke
what?
that shit for me, die.
I gladly.
I'll butcher up a wrestling theme song for the cluck of it because today is a new day. Yes, it is.
No job. Da, 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 da. No job for Vince.
Hey,
See, that's not, that's not the one I would mess up, but okay.
Hey,
It ain't wrong either way.
Hey yo, Joe Briscoe. You realize that playing a stooge on TV doesn't mean you gotta be a stooge in real life. You fucking idiot.
Hey, yo, speaking of stooges, how do you think Booker's gonna react?
Hey, I'm getting
What the hell? What the hell is Briscoe say?
Man, dog, I was waiting. Man, dog, I was looking forward to my retirement match over at WrestleMania, dog. You feel me?
You feel me, dog? Shuck it down.
Hey, check this out. I want to say this too, because I know you guys understand it. There's a reason why we're smoking packs heavy today. Because there are going to be morons out here, as we've already talked about, that are going to defend this man, and they're going to try to make some revisionist history, how Vince was wronged, how Vince wasn't always a bad guy. No, you keep that fucking energy. You do not let this next generation of wrestling fans and this next generation of wrestling let that man go because he happens to be the guy that ran the Fed for over 40, 50 years. Understand? So when you see your favorite wrestler or you see your wrestling media journalist or you see some dumbass fan that's got the WWE name on his account, tell him to kick rocks. Tell them that they're defending someone that's indefensible.
I'm going to give them the Joey Janela stream and tell them to go play in traffic.
Go play in traffic. Go take a helicopter ride. Go do something, man. So I don't got to hear motherfuckers like Mick Foley or fucking Gerald Briscoe or fucking Booker T. I'm smoking all you motherfuckers out of here. You people are obsolete. You people are out to date. You people have been useless for years. You're only here to take a check. You're here to play a gimmick. You're no better than Cornette. You're no better than Russo. You're no better than Bischoff at this point. You're all here to play games here because you guys know the train is over. That's really why. Let's really talk about it. That's really why y'all defending this man tonight, like you've been doing it for years and years and years. The gravy train's over. The gravy train is over. The last contract you signed under Vince is your last. So you got to make it count. Because you got to look at yourself in the mirror and look to yourself and convince yourself to defend a fucking piece of shit like Vince McMahon. That's your legacy. That's the legacy you're trying to lead into your last remaining years on this earth. I hope you're proud of yourself. Maybe you're not as proud as Titus O'Neil standing in the middle of a fucking ring on Monday night, cutting that god-awful, forced PR bullshit narrative that Vince wrote on the script for him to read, and he had no spine but to say, "Oh, I'll do it. I'll go ahead and do it. Race and politics, we don't do that around here. We put smiles on people's faces." Fuck you, my dude. Fuck you, bro. You know better than that. You touched that man's arm. You touched that man's arm. He suspended you for 60 to 90 days. Almost made you miss a WrestleMania paycheck out of it. And you still did that. You still shucked and jived. I don't like having to use that phrase all the time because people use it wrong. But you shucking and jiving there on Monday. Shining shoes for a boss of man. You should be ashamed of yourself, my man. Because you know better. You should know better more than anybody in that company.
This ain't the first time he did it either. He was shining massive shoes when he did that thing with Hogan.
Oh yeah, that's another one too. Because we were watching that live. We were all reacting to that live. How Titus was so uncomfortable standing next to Hulk Hogan, but he still had to do the job. It's like, bro, at some point, you gotta have some sort of pride in what you do. At some point, the money can't fill that hole that the pride can. But apparently, it is all about the check. And yo, Booker, bro, because I know it's coming. I know it's coming from you. Sometime tonight, if not tomorrow, later in the week. I know it's coming, bro. Fam, the shit they made you go through at WrestleMania 19 with Triple H, dog, you the last man to even pull that card with me. But because you have a comfy and cushy job, you're going to do what Boss Man tells you. You ain't shit either. You just here to play a game, brother. You just here to play a gimmick. Because they still look at you like they look at everybody else in your position. That's the reality, Mr. Former 5-time Five-time WCW champion.
And the only time you could be a world champion in that company is when you had a theme song called Dead White Guys. I find that ironically fitting.
Motherfucker, do you realize they gave you that 5-time gimmick to make fun of you? Because they looked at the WCW title as a joke, so they let you say it to see you as a joke? Did you fucking get that part? Or did you think they valued you because you were a 5-time WCW champion? You fucking moron. Anyone wants to go next? Sorry about that. I tried to get that off too.
Honestly, I think anything.
Someone take the floor.
Fuck, I have nothing to say. Y'all been saying it for me.
I'm still trying to process all of it.
Well, V, you need to install that Google Chrome so you can catch up.
What
to
is
speed,
there
right?
to process, V?
I want to say something quickly.
Go ahead, Mr. Lobo. Please do.
When Rey Mysterio was cleared by the doctors, right, to return to the E, Vince McMahon told him no. So what did Rey did? He said, I'm going to AAA, Lucha Underground, New Japan Pro Wrestling. But what did Rey Mysterio do after that? He fucking signed back. I don't know why.
I know it games me because I've seen it a lot of times.
Why? Ray, why? The same company that told you no when you were cleared to compete. Even brought your son, your daughter, to a stupid storyline with, who was his name? Buddy Murphy.
It was Buddy Murphy at the time.
I mean, technically, he got it right anyway. He got it right anyway, so, I mean, continue.
I was like, what the F was that storyline?
A storyline they were both. Buddy Matthews was very uncomfortable doing. And I don't blame him.
Real talk. Lobo, I thought you were going to bring up the whole custody with for Dominic's story.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Starting on that.
That's another can of worms.
I hate the fact they're still referencing that shit these days.
No. There's a clear
There's much worse to reference. There's much worse storylines to reference.
There's a lot. Do I need to mention the two words Kate Vick?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, hold on. There's more. Hey, Dawn Marie, remember when you banged Troy Wilson's dad?
And he kayfabe died?
I thought he actually died, though. That was a crazy thing.
Hey, remember the time that Jerry Lawler called Goldust a fag live on TV?
Getting back to that for a second. I met Dawn Marie a couple of years ago, and even she said that whole thing with Al Wilson was uncomfortable to her.
Wow, who would have guessed? They let that old random white dude for no reason to make a other old white dude happy. That would be uncomfortable. Who would have guessed?
Hey, remember when you had Lita come out as a slut live on TV, having live sex celebration, as they would say?
She was uncomfortable doing it.
Don't get me started.
When she was mad about that. So
she was uncomfortable doing it. Vince was uncomfortable doing it. Even Cena tried to stand up for him. Nope. Vince was like, do it, you perverts. Yes.
They had a storyline where she was married to Kane, where she was kayfabe pregnant, offered Gene Snitsky to kill it. What does that say?
I'll go with another one.
It was a rape baby. It was a rape child. What? Good guy, rape is Kane? Excuse me. What? Rape is not good. I can't believe I have to say that, but I have to in 2022 because somebody on the internet is gonna be like, "Well, fam, rape is actually it's bad."
Can I give one right now? And I'm thinking for wrestlers who got shoot up during this. Vince McMahon also, and I still blame fucking Vince Russo for this as well. Vince McMahon approving the brawl for all.
That's another one.
You made people agree with Cornette. Why?
Yeah. And I'm not a Cornette fan, but like but remember how many careers were damaged because of that.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Death Steve Williams never recovered. Never. Goon got fed the butter bean for no other reason other than he won the contest, so now we're butthurt, and now we're gonna feed him the butter bean. Y'all some bitch ass niggas. Bart Gunn should have knocked Vince McMahon on his ass like Bret Hart did.
I may have missed it, but I'm actually shocked that people haven't even mentioned Katie Vick yet.
You did it.
I was legit on that first thing. I was on that first thing.
I'm like, I know they had
I mentioned that first thing.
Here's the one that should piss off most of the black people in here. Hey, Booker, we're back to WrestleMania 19 again. You should have won, you stupid bastard.
Oh, do you remember that one Survivor?
The racists win. Why would you let the racists win under any circumstance whatsoever? What does that do?
And it really didn't help.
Jamal,
thank God Daniel Bryan had common sense. Thank God he did.
John?
Go ahead.
Remember that one Survivor Series backstage when he talked to Cena and just casually said the N-word?
Let me do this because I might have my fun with this. Keep it up, would you, my nigga? See, I wouldn't care about getting demonetized, but one, this is not my stream, so I really don't care. And two, it's Vince. I don't really care at all.
What did that accomplish? Why?
No, me, you did not just say that.
By the way,
Shucky Ducky.
And then Booker just standing there. What the fuck?
He stood there and still willingly took a paycheck from that man.
Sure did.
But just say,
Shucky Ducky.
Oh no, this is in the middle of this King Booker gimmick. That's why his theme song was still dead white guys. No, you were already adding the race sandwich on top.
No, that's more we're missing out though on as well, in my opinion. There's a lot more we could be mentioning.
So you're telling me the name of Harlem Heat's theme song was that?
No, King Booker's theme song is called Dead White Guys.
King Booker's theme is called that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God.
By the way,
why?
By the way, I want to read this. Apparently, Paul London, who we all know, did a podcast earlier this week, and he mentioned Ashley Massaro in detail and how she was potentially sexually harassed by Vince and his circle. Just a small excerpt here, but he said. He said, I do remember specifically many times when she would be crying to me because Vince was propositioning her to fly on the jet with them, London said. Kevin Dunn, Bucky Tooth Bucky, would be telling her that she has to fly on the jet with them. Every now and then they'd always put the divas up at like the TV hotel or whatever. He'd be knocking on her door and trying to get her to answer. So that's just a small excerpt from that podcast.
This is also the same... This is also the same Ashley who might have been actually, raped by a troop.
During the Tribute to the Troops show?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, man, all these NDAs that are just now getting discovered, like I said earlier, like, we're not even close to done here. This is gonna be, look, I hate to be over dramatic about this here, but, either Vince is going to jail on some of these new claims, or Vince is gonna find a way to die before he even gets caught like Snook did. That's what is like the end game here. But
man, he would be that old pussy that would find a way to get rid of himself before he gets karma for everything he's ever done.
I could see it.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god!
What's up,
I just saw what fucking what Ray posted. Not spoiler.
Yeah, the bozo.
Yo. I fucking love it. That's a dub right there.
Oh,
Fucking Renee Young. Renee Young's like, Renee Young, think he'll do my podcast? Prince Albums responds with, pretty sure oral sessions are part of why he's out the door, to be honest.
Yo.
Wow. God.
Hey, you know what it feels like today?
Good God.
It feels like the wrestling world is united today against the Fed.
Yep.
Because fuck the Fed. You know what I'm saying? It's been that energy for a while. It just feels great that fans, wrestlers, and people in between just reuniting to smoke the ultimate pack of ultimate packs. Because fuck this dude and what he's been able to get away with for all these years and decades. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say this too, man. Here's my thing. If Kevin Dunn, if Michael Hayes, if Bruce Pritchard, if John Laurinaitis, if these dudes ain't out of here by like the next week, then I'm gonna call some shenanigans low-key here. Because you would think now with Vince McMahon no longer CEO and chairman, he can't protect them anymore. Be clear, with Kevin Dunn, the only reason why he's still in power is because he saved some legendary tapes from Vince Sr. He was able to save tapes from Vince Sr.'s cabin when it was caught on fire one day. That's why he's been able to have a lifetime job. But now it's like if Vince is out of power, it doesn't fucking matter anymore. That type of loyalty no longer matters. And honestly,
he gonna get cooked.
He gonna get cooked.
Go ahead and finish.
Also, John Laurinaitis, I don't think is long for this world either. I think they already got him on leave. He's basically he's on borrowed time anyways. I think that's quite clear. Bruce Pritchard, look, man, I find Bruce Pritchard to be a snake. I find him to be a liar. I find him to be a guy that likes to use people until they're no longer useful. So there's going to be a power struggle. You've got Stephanie and Triple H in one corner. You've got Bruce Pritchard in another corner. You've got Nick Khan now, who's gaining more power by the year, if not by the day, on another corner. You've got Heyman still there. Fuck, you got Jeff Jarrett now in the corner, too.
Yo, can we talk about the irony that Jarrett is in a higher position in the Fed than Vince now?
I'm ready to call this right fucking now, bro. Jeff Jarrett is the greatest worker of all time. I'm putting it down.
You know what?
He always finds a way to win.
You know what? Jeff Jarrett needs to get credit for one thing and one thing only. He may not draw a dime, but he drawed outlasting Vince. That is worth more than any dime you could ever draw.
You know, respect to Jeff Jarrett for playing the long game. Motherfucker went out and purposefully got himself out of his E contract, got himself blackballed from the company, made his own company twice, then came back to the E just to stick it to Vince one last time behind the scenes.
And this man still has to wrestle Ric Flair.
Oh, dude, listen.
He's hustling money.
That's going to be very interesting now.
Check this out. If I got my timeline right with Jared. Dude outlasted World Class and the Von Erichs and was able to purchase their company to make USWA. Fucker goes to WWF, leaves to go to WCW and join the Horsemen, leaves there to go back to WWF, holds Vince hostage for money on his last day in that contract in the Attitude Era, goes back to WCW, company closes, starts TNA, works TNA for as long as he does until he's ousted, and then he is able to create Global Force Wrestling to keep his name and image out there relevant, and then he starts talking about WWE, goes to the Hall of Fame, works GCW, gets over on Effie on Hammerstein, doesn't do the rematch. He's back in WWE now in prominent position as a live event promoter and is about to do Ric Flair's final match. This fucker is the GOAT! He is the greatest! This fucker gets a bag every time. I can't not respect that.
It's his world.
And we're living in it.
It literally is his world. I'm gonna just let this be known now. This is purely all wrestling related shenanigans. Good golly, this old man is needed to go. Good God, fair credit to Jeff Jarrett. You managed to outlast Vince McMahon. You lucky bastard.
Yo, if during that retirement match between Flair and Jared, if Jared don't come out to Nas's "The World Is Yours," I'm gonna be pissed. All right.
If he don't come out, no, he need to come out. He need to come out to his Rankin King version of My World, which actually sounds pretty good. And he needs to come out with the Vince McMahon walk, the Vince McMahon suit, and just troll the piss out.
And as he's walking to the ring, he just goes, ah!
Ric Flair, you're fire.
Flair, I'm gonna kick you in the dick.
Bro. Hey, look, man, if I'm Roman Reigns, I'd fucking leave too, bro. Fuck, bro. Like, you're the top guy of the company. Make a statement, bro. Be like, yeah, I'll leave too. Keep this. Hey, look, at this point, I'm here for the chaos. I'm not gonna lie, but like, fuck it. If you are a wrestler there that's been sick of this bullshit for like, years if not decades, today's your day to get off on some shit, bro. Take advantage.
It's a beautiful day.
Take advantage of it. If you want to leave, if you want to try to find ways to get out of your contract, if you want to stage a protest, whatever, today's the day to do it. Get your shit off. See, now I know everyone can't be Brock Lesnar, because Brock is Brock and can do whatever he wants, but fuck it. Ask for apologies later. Just go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? But that does.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares what those big wigs upstairs think? Oh, by the way, Michael Hayes, Confederate flag wearing piece of shit. Get your ass out of there too, you nasty old bastard. Having sex with Rosa Mendez while you trying to be racist.
Yo, that was nuts.
Bum ass nigga.
That was nuts when I found that out.
I'm sorry, what?
By the way. Oh, hey, V-Pop, you didn't know this, but I'm gonna bust that curtain wide open. Rosa Mendez was rumored to be one of the people that upper management was picking. Why do you think she was there for so long?
Oh my god!
That Rosa Mendez was who banging who? You broke up for a minute.
Banging upper management.
Oh.
She was with Michael Hayes. Why do you think she kept her job for so long? Because
that's nasty.
Oh yeah, I'm just here to drop by and say, fuck you, Vince McMahon. I'm smoking all of that pack tonight. And I don't feel sad. I don't feel sad that you retired. And also, Mandy Rose needs to fuck off. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wait, what the hell did Mandy Rose do now?
What the thank you, Vince McMahon shit?
I'm just laughing at the energy.
He's dissing ass. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was my IVW partner right there.
Oh no! I know him. I'm just saying that just fucking killed me, bro. I was like, yeah, fucking Mandy Rose too. It's like, you know what's funny, bro? Like, all you motherfuckers were silent as shit when Sasha and Naomi walked out and all that shit, and now everybody wants to fucking say, oh Vince, we love you, we miss you. Suck a dick.
Can I say something? I want to bring this up. I get why some people would say thanks to Vince, okay? And let me be clear, he is a piece of shit and it's good riddance off my end. But I will say this, I'll give Paige kudos with what she tweeted. She said about, you know how Brock Lesnar's just walked out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She just said, are we going to call him unprofessional and all that tonight?
Yep.
She wants consistency. She wants consistency.
It's Michael Cole going to call it out tonight.
Well, considering he's Vince's voice, I doubt he's going to do it. He could and go rogue. That would show some balls from Cole for once, but probably not. Hey, by the way, speaking of Michael Cole, does everybody remember that interview that Michael Cole's announced partner Pat McAfee did with Vince a couple of months ago?
That's a lot of questions.
You know that interview where he looked human and he looked real and he was so cool, and all the bullshit and dick-sucking wrestling media did for that interview, and fans saying that they can relate to Vince. How do you people walk and chew gum thinking of shit like that, knowing that your takes are going to age for days like today? Sean Ross Sapp, Ryan Satin, Denise Salcedo, all you fucking groupies who pretend to be Mediaites because Vince McMahon said hi to you one time during an access. Please, you people are not my equals, bro. You people are not my equals. You people are glorified bloggers. That's what you are. Period. It's quiet, too. Yeah. Motherfuckers want to talk about SmackDown storylines on a day like this. Man, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's just going to tune into SmackDown tonight to hopefully see chaos. And they probably won't.
And that's the sad part. This shit's probably going to do a record number. That's really what it is, too. This shit's going to do a record number. People are going to tune in. They're going to give this one of the biggest numbers of the year. You know, and it's like a lot of fans that watch that company have the power to really do a lot of change. But I'm going to just be honest. Some of them are so goddamn stupid. They ultimately deserve the product that they watch, honestly. You know, it's like yeah, the product sucks in a lot of ways, but if the fans don't have any incentive to fight against it, then why am I fighting for them? They deserve it, right? They deserve the product that they're given.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like that's kind of why I just kind of laugh it off at this. That's why I laugh it off at this point, because it's like, why continue to be mad at a company that doesn't care what I want to see change, and why keep defending fans to make them have better product when they don't give a shit? So it's like, all right, fuck it. Yeah. Like, you deserve what you get.
These are the same fans that'll bow to Vince McMahon when he comes out with that damn song with that stick up his butthole walking around like that.
Can you imagine paying $500 for a live WWE fucking event to bow to Vince in 2022? Are you motherfuckers for real?
I'm fucking crazy.
Yo, speaking of live event, I went to the last live event I went to was probably SmackDown in San Antonio, Texas, which Eddie Guerrero was still alive, right?
Right.
That was the last live event of a WWE show I ever went to.
Wow.
Because they had good product back then. I'm being humble. Good product.
I think the last time I went to a show was 2013.
I have never gone to a WWE event in my entire life.
Neither have I.
I think
the last time I was at a WWE live show, this is truth, was, yeah, I'm gonna say it. It was post WrestleMania San Francisco. So what year was that? The first Brock Roman match. What year was that? Fuck.
Brock Roman.
That was like
31.
31,
so that's 2015.
2015.
Yeah, so almost 7 years. Okay.
Okay.
And I went to her show in Manchester.
I think
that was the last live event I have been.
Now, if we're just talking regular events, the last one I went to was in December when AEW came to Long Island.
See, I don't count AEW because they're not the Fed.
If we're talking regular event, then for me it'd be the first ever SmackDown they held in Manchester. The one with an infamous JBL Holly Street fight, and where Big Show got his haircut.
Oh God! You mean when Kurt Angle rode him and then shaved his head with a tranquilizer or whatever the fuck he did?
Yeah, that episode.
Oh Jesus!
Hey,
the last.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So the last time I went to a WWE event was back in 2019. Our reason why I went was because free tickets, free ride, free ice cream. But it was on that night. I think there was like a 6-man tag. I just remember one side had, I think, Ricochet, Drew, and Braun or something like that. And I also remember that show because it was also the show that debuted Mojo Rawley with that stupid paint on his face.
Oh yeah, that's true. I remember that. That sucked.
Yep, it was a really, really long and boring show because I had to sit through a main event. I think Superstars was still a thing.
Oh yeah, that was the worst. If you got caught with that.
Oh yeah.
I want to, before you guys keep going, just want to read this tweet. At Chris Zellner, he just gives out a warning here. Just a word to the wise. The real sports piece on Vince, get your popcorn ready. And that was a tweet.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't fully.
Yes.
I didn't fully. Go ahead.
Repeat that again.
Oh, sorry.
Repeat it.
Yeah, sorry. At Chris Zellner on Twitter said, just a word to the wise. The real sports piece on Vince, get your popcorn ready. That is the exact tweet.
Shit. Shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
here we go.
Whatever's in that fucking segment about Vince, yeah.
That's what sunk him.
Where's the Kurt Angle laugh in the yeah? I need that right about now.
Yeah!
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right about now.
You know, I don't know what's in it, but if I can just speculate, we might have witnesses. And like prominent former employees that have been waiting for a moment like this to just finally like let it all out.
Oh, we're probably gonna figure out who was the girl that he forced to suck him off.
Mm-hmm. And look, I like to play detective once in a while, so if my calculations were kind of correct, yeah, it all aligns and makes sense to who the certain people are.
You know what? I'll do something that's gonna be very crazy for certain people, but I'm gonna give a good shout out to Impact Wrestling. Y'all have done one good thing this year. You outlasted Vince McMahon. You get a gold star. Your product might not be the best, but you know what? You outlasted Vince. Congratulations. You get a cookie.
Can you believe TNA outlasted Vince in power?
No, the crazy is that after all the turmoil TNA's been through,
that company will never die. And I've seen it almost die. That company will never die.
Yeah.
It is the embodiment of Jeff Jarrett. It is so stubborn that it will not die for nothing.
Man, that company literally lost AJ Styles and kept going. Yeah. So,
look, just like Jeff Jarrett, they didn't put Monty Brown over.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I know you do that to piss me off, Jason. Don't get me started.
That was well done, Jason.
Michael at Twitter made an actual good point. Nick Khan probably doesn't give a shit about owning WCW, ECW footage. Make him an offer, Tony. It's actually a good point. If Nick doesn't really see...
Imagine...
Because Nick's not a wrestling guy. So, if he doesn't see any value in like WCW and ECW footage, and it goes up on sale, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm making an offer.
Imagine Tony Khan having access to ROH footage, WWE footage, WCW footage. Like, that is crazy. You have all that you can pull from.
The main reason I would love him to have WCW footage, not only because, of Sting's career and everything like that, but also because it'd be a good fuck you to Bischoff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be so great.
Oh, Pat McAfee with a thank you, Vince tweet.
Hello, can I be heard?
Yes.
MTV.
MTV's in the building.
Yes, I have to do a Team 4-Star impression here.
Oh, this will be fun.
Here we go.
This is Vegeta if he was Nick Khan talking to, I believe, Bruce Pritchard and Kevin Dunn.
Now you just being chicky. Now you just being chicky.
MTB not this.
Oh, we knew that. Oh, we all knew that was coming.
Oh wait, I'm not done. And then Bruce Pritchard looks up and says, "Really?" Nick Khan says, "Oh no, you're all totally screwed."
All right.
Oh shit,
Malik has joined us.
Hey, Malik.
Oh dear God, the only other black man with enough black Air Force energy to compete with me and Hakeem.
Oh boy, they were really going to get fired.
I've been reading up on this because somebody left me a message saying Vince retired, and I was like, "Nigga, it ain't April. April done passed. The April Fool's joke is this shit." I look it up, and I'm like, and the first thing that goes to my head, I have like 4 different theories already. And I'm just sitting here going, did Dave Meltzer personally call Vince McMahon up and say, "Vince, listen, we can sit here and pretend like I ain't got the fucking inside information, but you know I do, and I got the inside of your company. At least 2 or 3 people tell me some shit. I know half this shit true, so are you gonna retire, or am I gonna have to just blurt all this shit out? Because I will do you like I did you in the steroids trial. I'm not gonna I ain't that type of man."
I know, I didn't even think of that. Like, low-key, I didn't think of
Oh,
that.
did you not remember the steroid trial issue where he was on that fucking show and Dave's like, "You didn't tell. That's not what you told me."
Hey, dog, do you know it's been 18 years to the day he beat that trial? To this day.
Yeah. And even then even then from what I heard, and even then he was fucking lucky to beat that shit. Like,
he thought he was going to jail.
Yeah, because he had so much shit on him.
Remember, he hired Jerry Jarrett, Jeff's father, to potentially run the company while he was going to be in jail.
Right, because he was like,
"That's what's going on."
Well, Vince,
me, you're fucked.
Well, Vince, you can't wear your neck break outside the courtroom on this one, buddy.
Hell no, you can't. You damn sure can't walk. You damn sure can't get a wheelchair, you old ass bitch. You are fucked.
This old ass nigga would try to get a dick worse.
Oh, take ew.
That shit, but this shit sends me. He legit retired. He retired. Bruh. Yo, what the fuck do they? Whoever doing this? What the fuck do they have on him?
All right, so Malik is late. First of all, you're live on the Newscast.
Song.
Because this is breaking
Cool.
news.
What up, bitches?
What's happening?
It's your boy, Malik motherfucking Brown. Hi.
Second of all, I need you to be here because today is pack day. We're smoking the biggest pack of all packs today. Today is that day. So you got to be. I'm glad you're here.
Yes.
Third of all,
smoking on your top 5s like K-Dot, nigga.
Yes.
All right.
And third of all, yeah, so you must have missed it then. Let me pull this real quick. Because you just joined the second I read it. So, at Chris Zellner, he tweeted this. "Just a word to the wise. The real sports piece on Vince, get your popcorn ready." So whatever the fuck is in that real sports piece coming up on HBO, got him. That's what I'm thinking. And Wall Street Journal said they still got shit to drop. So
Wall Street Journal and HBO really cooked this man.
Whatever the fuck are in those stories, the unshookable Vince got shook and folded on a random Friday afternoon. That's nuts.
Look, I want Jamie Oliver to be the one to read them.
Hey,
listen. I actually have to thank Vince McMahon. I do.
Oh yeah.
I have to thank Vince until Friday to retire because tomorrow's my day off, so I can drink it. So I can drink and enjoy tonight.
Oh.
I have a theory of what it could possibly be.
What you think?
Like, it's either one of two things: either rape,
yeah,
or diddling.
Or I mentioned earlier the possibility of a real illegitimate child.
No, not even that. It would
that would be too big. That wouldn't even be big enough at that point.
It has to be something at the levels of either rape or diddling.
Or maybe an illegitimate child that was sired from rape.
Okay,
I don't think it was diddling. I think Vince was too smart for that.
No,
there are certain people he wasn't too smart.
I'll be completely honest.
I don't know about that one.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I think it is a combination of diddling, rape, and the fact that he covered up for somebody present time who did something fucked up, and he's trying to hide it.
You would have to think Laurinaitis if you're going to describe it that way.
Oh, fuck yeah, I say it's Laurinaitis. I ain't even going to hold that shit.
No, I don't think it's just Laurinaitis. I think it's more people.
I think it's more than Laurinaitis.
Yeah.
You know what? Laurinaitis, Kevin Dunn.
Michael Hayes, for sure.
Yo, these are some nasty niggas, man. Like, people don't understand.
Yo, Kevin Dunn?
Kevin Dunn, Hayes, Pritchard. These are some nasty niggas. People don't understand, like, the level of nastiness we're probably talking about. It ain't just Vince. Here's the thing. We're all smart. We're all enjoying the pack of Vince, and we are enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. This is going to continue for a couple of days, if not weeks. But there's a lot of other people that got to be held accountable for. The shit ain't going to change until the environment there changes. And no, Stephanie being co-CEO ain't that change. Because she don't got it either.
Yep.
She don't got it either. Nick Khan,
Man with titties.
Exactly. Nick, and worse. And Nick Khan, he's only there until the sale. Once the sale's complete, he's out of there to sell something else. So he's doing his job. Stephanie McMahon is not the answer in terms of replacing Vince. Because they said it on the Wall Street Journal, I believe, a couple weeks ago, when certain people that were leaking that story said that she was incompetent. She didn't know what the fuck she was doing in her spot.
Like, which, you know, I'm gonna say this too. Y'all niggas owe CM Punk a fucking apology.
Yo, I didn't want to bring that.
Y'all owe that nigga so fucking. Also, don't ever come at me with that Triple H promo on him ever again, because that shit don't fucking matter. Y'all owe that motherfucker an apology. Y'all all owe that motherfucker an apology.
Thank you.
Y'all owe his ass an apology, because he was fucking right. He was fucking right then. He's right now.
Breaking news. Breaking news. I don't know if Keem can see it, but I may as well speak on it.
I've not seen it. No.
Breaking news. Stephanie McMahon to open SmackDown.
Oh, fuck. They're gonna...
Breaking news. Brock Lesnar left SmackDown tapings. Yeah. Wow, how unprofessional of him. But then again, it's Brock Lesnar.
The SummerSlam main event is in jeopardy. Allegedly, Goldberg is being contacted to replace Lesnar in case he really did. I know.
Oh, by the way.
That's going to be a 2-minute match.
Oh, wait a second.
By the way.
Oh, my God. All this breaking news. Sorry, before we continue. All this breaking news coming out of nowhere. Apparently, producers and some members, this is from Fightful, producers and some members of Creative were told that Bruce Pritchard is taking over Vince McMahon's television duties moving forward. Producers were also told that Bruce Pritchard is taking some direction from Vince McMahon as the transition takes place. Holy fuck, this company is cooked. This company is fucking cooked!
Oh, by the way.
You want to know to make that better, game?
What's up?
Bruce don't want that shit.
Yeah, he had 2 heart attacks already. He don't want the stress anymore.
By the way.
Is that why it takes his rest so easily?
By the way. I hope everyone would even make a guess on why Liv Morgan is in the position she's in. But if it wasn't obvious enough, here's why she's in the position she's in. You realize Sasha and Naomi being gone, right? That's their top face is gone. So they were like, oh crap, we have no choice but to push Liv because we don't have anybody else who's a top face. That says a whole lot about your company right now.
That's dumb because
it really does.
Liv is not even like, in terms of popularity, close to Sasha. And honestly, I don't even think it's close to Naomi.
Even then, look, I think Liv. Look, I'm gonna be honest about Liv Morgan. I think Liv has improved a lot, but not improved to the point where I consider her a top person.
She is not horsewoman level. She's not even Oscar level.
She is not Oscar level or horsewoman level. She's getting better. her, but not to the point where I could see she can hold a company.
She's not someone who I would reliably say is a company stronghold. She's all right for right now, but if Charlotte comes back, who's to say they won't throw that title on her?
Oh no, they totally will.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they will.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's bad that we're all saying that because they shouldn't be doing that. It shouldn't take Ronda Rousey going, oh my God, put the belt on Liv Morgan. Why is Ronda Rousey the quick one to say that? I wonder why.
Because I don't know. Maybe because A, they care about what Ronda says, and B, as much as Ronda shit talks wrestling, she still could see some things that nobody else wants to dare say or see.
And as much as she can be an idiot to a degree, she can be an idiot.
Like here's my thing. I think people kind of low key. Yeah, like I think low key people kind of don't get that Ronda could be an idiot, but at the same time,
big idiot.
Yeah, but at the same time, Ronda is willing to say and see shit that nobody else wants to say or see. Like she's the first person to go. I see y'all talking about pushing people, but why isn't this person getting pushed when you know they've been proved and you know that the people care? The crowd are getting into them. Why am I not seeing more of this person in matches, but I'm seeing this one who shits the bed twice? You know.
By the way,
is that a dig at Shotzi?
Bruh, don't even get me started.
I have to thank Malik for bringing up Punk because as you guys are kind of going through it, I remember that line from the pipe bomb where he was like, and I'd like to think that this company would be better after Vince McMahon is dead, but it's going to be taken over by his idiot daughter and his stupid son-in-law and the rest of his stupid family. And it's just like, that pipe bomb promo continues to age every year. Every year that pipe bomb promo ages. It's one of the greatest promos of all time. Just because of so many things that have changed after that promo. And like Malik said, man, a lot of people, and I'm not saying I was included in that for a little while too, but a lot of people gave that man shit. A whole lot of shit.
That did give him shit because I saw what the fuck he meant.
Because of the shit he went through and the shit they put him through to where he almost died. Fired him on his wedding day and all that other stuff. Making him leave wrestling for 7 years. And the shit that he had to go through, the shit that fans and wrestling in general made him go through as if he was crazy, as if he was just trying to be in for himself. And he was right this entire time.
Yeah.
And now, today, all that shit from the pipe bomb has manifested to today. And it's like, dog, CM Punk's the greatest, bro. He's one of the greatest of his generation. And that promo is going to be just, it will live on, even after we're all long gone. That promo will live on forever because it just crystallizes everything about that company leading to today. So I got to give CM Punk his flowers because he fucking called it. Like, he didn't miss whatsoever.
You know? And people kind of, it's like, well, you know what's so fucking funny about the going into the pipe bomb? People kind of always forget. So, A, he was about to go. He was aired his grievance. They want him to air his grievances. But also the fact of the matter is, leading up to it for like months, if not a year, Punk saw shit that nobody else wanted to say it or bring up, but he always had a fight with fucking creative. He always had issues with trying to like be the guy, but nobody wanted to give it to him. So he saw this. He saw all of it. He saw what he felt was incompetence. He saw how everybody acted. It ain't like he just said that shit on a fly. That was years built up. And then when he finally let it go, oh, The first thing everybody talked about was, oh, he willingly put himself into that, though. Punk has always been an unreasonable guy to work with because he's an asshole in the ring. He's this, he's that. You know, Chris Jericho said, I'm like this. Chris Jericho at that point in his career already is a top fucking guy and already did everything he could. For him to say that Punk is unreasonable to work with in the ring because he's too driven, I like Jericho, but at the same time, Jericho is in a position where he doesn't have to worry about that. Punk wasn't. You get me?
Yeah, and while you were talking, I'm just reading some unconfirmed rumors. There is a group of there is a particular, well, not particular, but there is some group of wrestlers that are split throughout this whole thing today, that are basically threatening to leave today. That they're trying to,
because Vince retired.
They're basically siding with him. And my thing is like, here's the thing, bro. I keep calling the locker room pussy because I think the locker room in WWE today are pussy, quite frankly. If you really feel that way, fucking do it. Here's the thing. Say whatever you want to say about Brock. He fucking did it. Whether you agree with him standing with Vince or not, he said, look, if he ain't here, I ain't here. And he left. And now the SummerSlam main event is in disarray. So look, if you're going to just be disgruntled, but then not act on it, I don't want to hear you. Like, just shut the fuck up. Because when Sasha and Naomi left, y'all gave them shit for it. Y'all still are giving them shit for it.
Shit for it.
Yeah.
You still give him, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure Brock won't be too far behind if he sticks to this too. I'm just saying, like, if you want to stand behind Vince, if you want to be that guy to be disgruntled, not show up on SmackDown or just leave the company in general, fucking do it. Because what I'm sick and tired of is these wrestlers that have to be passive-aggressive on Twitter, that have to read between the lines, that have to be snarky, but when shit comes to push, they're going to do their job and get paid by the company that they feel is not give them their proper just due.
AKA Seth, shut the fuck up, get out of your contract, go back to being Tyler Black.
I don't know.
We know you don't. We know that you're frustrated. Just fucking leave.
What have gotten to you, man? He's so gotten to. It's like, dude.
We know you still feel some type of way after Hell in the Cell.
Didn't he come out with that article about fucking Roman today, didn't I heard rumors that he said something about that he's better than Roman and all that, didn't
I mean, it was half kayfabe.
Who, Seth?
Dude. It was like
what, Seth?
Yeah, it was half kayfabe, half true, but it's like...
I'll be completely real. Let's be, honest. I have my issues with Seth from time to time, but, bruh, John and Seth put Roman on the fucking map, so...
At the same time, without Roman, they don't have Strowman. Without Roman, they don't have The Fiend.
Yeah.
So, by countering that, I'm saying, without the Shield, you don't have the modern WWE roster.
True, you don't. And I was like, let's see, two of the members are still there. John's off in AEW being the fucking GOAT. Mm-hmm. Seth is
losing to a dude with a torn titty.
Seth lost. Seth got made. Seth again got made to look like a $2 chump.
Seth
is over there being.
I'm sorry, but I get it. You gotta grow yourself up. I'm not knocking you for growing yourself up. What I am gonna knock you for is the company didn't glow you up. You lost to Cody Rhodes in a Hell in a Cell with a torn titty, and I'm supposed to take you seriously when you fight Roman Reigns. Excuse me, but I cannot, under any circumstance, take you seriously. You know who I would take seriously? Bobby Lashley. But the problem is he has that dumb U.S. title.
Yeah. They could double champ him.
They could.
No, they wouldn't.
They
wouldn't double champ Bobby Lashley.
I mean, if they had nobody else left, they could. You know what I mean?
They bringing in Goldberg, and they didn't even think of Bobby Lashley.
Come on, let's really think about it, though. Who else do they fucking got?
I just looked at I'm stuck in the line at Twitter. Hang on. Breaking news. Reports are saying backstage that Kevin Dunn is on his way out now.
Wait, is that speculation or is that like legit?
Oh no, there's been a couple of reports saying Kevin Dunn is gone.
I've heard some things.
I had a theory about SummerSlam that's not good.
But supposedly Kevin is the next guy to possibly be out. So
if they
this is gonna be a fun.
If they are bringing in Goldberg.
Oh God.
If they are going to bring in Goldberg, more than likely they're going to have Theory cash in on him.
I mean, I kind of expected it.
Okay, but here's the thing. Let's all right. We're smoking packs here. I'm all good with that. But let's think a little logic here, as much as we can. Who else do they got? Brock just left. Cena and Rock ain't touching this shit. Cody's injured.
Mm-hmm.
And Roman, who the fuck knows with him at this point? Who else do they got? Like, you can't, like... I get it.
We can't keep piggybacking off of Drew whenever things go sideways.
They're trying to set McIntyre up for the fucking UK show, which is now in tatters after this. What? For any fucking stupid fellow countryman come to and paid for that.
Hey, I got
balls.
Plus, Randy Orton's injured too. So.
And Orton's injured.
Go ahead, John. John was going to say something, I believe.
Wasn't he the original SummerSlam opponent?
Yes.
Yes.
He was supposed to face Roman next week.
So they used Brock Lesnar as a second backup for
Yes.
This
company's cooked.
And,
I don't know how many times I gotta say it.
Oh no, they're straight fucking cooked. Because here's the thing, and the sad part is, you got people on that. You got people that could very well on paper look like they could be credible, but they fucking destroyed them in a month that they just don't look like they are worth a damn.
Like,
also, I would say a call up. I would say a call up, but who the fuck else besides Braun are they gonna call up?
Call up anymore.
Hold on.
Yeah,
let's be real. I want to humor the idea. Actually, let me humor the idea for a minute, and let me go. Follow me on this. Even if they call up Braun Breaker, even if they do, what do I think his chances are of winning? And if I'm going to be honest with you, at best, he has an 80 to 20. 20, he might beat Roman. And that's a very high ball number, if I'm being honest with you. Because NXT has kind of been in the dumps for years, even before the 2.0 transition. I fell out with freaking NXT even before they really started bringing in the independent wrestlers. Like, no. And then they started treating it like it was a third-class brand, which to them it is now because they lost to AEW. So they don't take it seriously anymore.
They didn't just lose to AEW, they got fucking murdered by AEW. Can we all make that apparently clear? They didn't lose close. Let's just say that.
And the best part...
I can't believe we're actually still debating on that, 3 years later. They got absolutely slaughtered, and NXT has not recovered since.
That's exactly what I'm saying. They didn't lose, Chloe. They got murdered.
Listen, they put out NXT as the combatant to AEW because that was the closest thing that they had. They couldn't face AEW with Raw or SmackDown. They were putting AEW up against NXT because they knew that if NXT fell, they could take it as a loss and they could do what they're doing right now with it. They could pretty much just do whatever they did with it because, the indie stuff isn't working for us, let's just do what we normally do.
So NXT was the fall guy.
Triple H fall guy, if you remember.
Exactly. And now the audacity of them to bring back Triple H into the executive role after all this shit.
I do kind of
the audacity to have Stephanie as interim CEO.
I do.
But go ahead,
I do want to kind of get into that, but that'll be later. All I just want to say though is that as much as I love Braun Breaker, like a lot of people need to kind of pump the brakes because it could be very easily for him to be like the third guy on the card at a SummerSlam winning the Intercontinental title, which means nothing. So you guys need to just pump the brakes on Braun Breaker.
And I was gonna say, like,
pump the brakes on any NXT call up.
And I was gonna say, like, recently, Braun Breaker has been in very dumb feuds.
Mm-hmm. He was feuding with Joe Gacy. Vince McMahon's excuse to make fun of liberals. Yeah, we're gonna use Joe Gacy to make fun of liberals. Yeah.
But Jamal, Titus told me we don't use politics and race when we talk about WWE stuff. That's what
Titus is a shucking and Johnson Coon. What are you talking about?
Okay, I was just wondering. But
can I say something?
So is Booker T, but we don't talk about Booker T here.
Can I actually just say something real quick on that topic? I'm probably going to get a lot of hate here, but do I have permission to use a specific turn of phrase for people like Titus O'Neil and Booker T?
Depends on what the turn of phrase is.
They're just house and words for the E.
I would extend house and like that.
You ain't wrong.
I ain't touching that one with a 10-foot.
Look. You know what? I will boldly say it because at least Chloe's respectful enough not to say it. You're right, and I've always felt that way. But I'm disappointed in Titus that he was this way. Yes, you're right. Titus and Booker are house niggas for the E, just like Tony Atlas. Fuck him too. Anyway,
I know my place. I know not to use that word. I know not to use that word. But let's just be honest. We were all thinking it.
Made it worse. One made it worse.
But
yeah, what the hell do y'all consider it? Yeah.
That ain't right. That ain't right. Moving on. Yeah.
Question, question.
All that Q dong, it look like you ain't ate pussy a day in your life.
MTV, please get this saying out before get.
Question about make Natalia. The answer is she's the hoe.
Hey.
Oh Jesus.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this. Now that I'm looking back at it, I'm like this. God damn, y'all got rid of Darren Young, but y'all couldn't keep Titus, huh?
That's the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Strong Champion you're talking to, Fred Rosser.
Yes.
Somehow this man Darren Young is a world champion before Titus O'Neil.
Hey, his match with fucking Lawler, by the way, was fucking good shit. It was great.
Mr. Darren Young smoked that pack, bro. Let me not use your slave name. That's an insult to you. Mr. Fred Rosser, smoke your pack, bro. You got your W.
For real.
Yeah, as Hickhead alluded to earlier, yes, Stephanie McMahon is legit opening SmackDown tonight. Yo, I have to tell you guys, Stephanie ain't saving this either, bro. If you want my honest opinion, I think this company's cooked regardless. I think it's just been too much damage, too many holes, too many stitches that have been reopened and stitched back up to be reopened again, to where all you're going to have to do at this point is sell it. And they're not going to at this point sell to a McMahon. They're going to sell it to the highest bidder, whether that's Disney, whether that's NBC Universal, whether it be funny to be Warner Brothers Discovery of all people, if it's Amazon, Netflix, whoever. It's someone's going to have to buy it away from the McMahon family.
God forbid it's Disney.
Yeah, I'm calling it. It's going to be Rock the Dwayne Johnson. You know why? Because he and Nick Khan happen to be buddies. They grew up together. They're childhood friends.
Bro, can we talk about Nick Khan for a minute, too? I'm low-key turning the corner with Nick Khan. I'm kind of turning the corner with Nick Khan.
This man Mortal Kombat the whole McMahon family.
He really did. If you really want to talk about it, like,
finish him.
He might have been.
Let's just call him by his real name. He's basically just Shao Kahn at this point.
Yeah. He's the dude.
Kotal Khan.
He's the hero that we didn't need but deserved, bro. Because I tell you what, man, he played that fucking long game and one by one dissected that entire family on some Godfather shit. That's fucking nuts, bro.
He had his own hoe train to run through.
Do people understand right now that, like, after today, we live in a Khan era in wrestling right now?
Totally.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
When you really look at it like that, like all of
Wait
us.
a minute, Hakeem. I need to know, is V-Puck there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh God.
Okay, V-Puck. Do we live in a Khan era of wrestling, or do we live in an era of
V-Puck, that's your cue.
An error of what? I didn't hear a word he said.
Oh, God damn it, he missed his cue.
Oh my God.
He was too busy drinking that soda mixed with milk. Hold on, let me get you, man. I'm not even a fucking.
No, I'm serious. I didn't hear a word that TV said.
Yeah.
I did not hear a word MTV said. It's like
This is pro wrestling's Wrath of Khan.
Oh. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I think what he wanted you to do was.
Oh. Khan!
There we go.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you.
God, yeah, Internet Explorer looking ass.
Well, my internet's fucked up on me, so don't blame me.
You had to take a minute to buffer.
Blame my fucking internet.
I blame your brain. You had to buffer for a second.
To be fair, MTV did kind of cut out the last minute, but I didn't know what.
Yeah, he did cut out. I didn't hear that part. Otherwise, I would have done it sooner. Hell, I'll do it again. Con!
Okay.
It don't work now.
I mean, we already said it like twice, so.
See,
you exposed the business, brother.
A pot.
Yeah, CJ just put this correctly. We had the Monday Night Wars twice, the Wednesday Night Wars, and now we have the Con Wars.
Yep, that's proof it's going to get bought by Disney. Both AEW and WWE, and then they're going to do an anime show called The Con Wars.
Ew.
Anime though.
You mean the same Disney that has multiple politicians on both sides of the fence? Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
That's
Yep.
crazy. Nah,
This man is ordering food in the middle of a newscast. That's crazy.
You know what? Wait, what kind of food is he ordering though?
He getting Del Taco, knowing MTV. He getting Del Taco.
Or he's getting Arby's. He's getting that roast
Boy,
beef.
better be getting that free Shavakadu.
Okay, you feel me?
That number 9 large.
I'll have number 9. Number 9 large.
Hey, look at this. Look who
Black Ghost.
just retired.
Hey, Black
Oh,
Ghost.
no. What is
I
it
came
now?
back to ask you a question.
Hey, D-Wall, what's up?
I came back to ask Black Ghost a question before I inevitably have to go back and do my editing. Black Ghost, I have a question.
Yes. What is it, T-Wall?
So that number 9 large you were requesting.
Oh no.
That number 9 large you were requesting was that before or after the thighs incident? I'm just curious.
I mean, you would know. You would know something about the top.
I know. That's why I'm asking him. That's why I'm asking.
Listen. I don't know about John getting the number 9 large, but he's got to slow down. He already ate those thighs off Matty Starr, so.
Oh no! Actually, he didn't. He didn't do that. No, he didn't do that because he didn't do that. He didn't go to that menu. He went to the kiddie menu and he got
We
somebody
usually
else.
don't even mention that name around these parts. But
Oh, I wonder why that is, bud.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is I may have lost at Call Stars 11, but I'm the one who got Maddie Star in the end.
wait, what? What?
I didn't know. I didn't know she rolled like that.
She's got muscles. Of course she rolls like that.
Brock Lesnar is no longer being listed on WWE.
I thought you were talking about Jamal. I swear, I thought you were Jamal. I swear you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the other Maddie for a second. I was a little concerned.
No. No.
D-Wall, get the fuck out!
D-Wall, even if I swung that way, that's a low bar even for me. I'd rather be a virgin for the rest of my life.
Wow, whoa! We don't need to talk about. Look. I know he's not here. I know he's not here.
Look, before we even get into it, if you seen Maddie or Smash, you would understand my point.
I didn't know we were talking. I didn't know you didn't have to.
I didn't know it got that far between y'all two. I'm sorry.
After dark. This is kind of weird.
No, it's not after dark. It's not after dark yet until one of two things happens. One, John finally figures out how to break Angel's assless chaps, or two, when the doggy actually kneels down and gets some. But neither of those things have happened yet.
There's a third thing.
What is that?
There's a third thing, and John knows because he's seen it, and I can't help but to keep talking about it and burying this man.
No.
Or Zahia will show his big black ass on the newscast.
We're gonna have if that happens, I swear to God, we're gonna have Reverend Al Sharpton coming in saying a prayer for us.
We don't need no Al Sharpton that race bait.
Since Vince retired, I think Zahia would do that today.
Yo, Zahia would go full. Zahia would show.
Okay, I'll be back.
Zahia would drop trousers. He would show us his fucking tadpole.
Oh my God!
It was straight up. You would just hear nothing but as his fucking sack slaps between his thighs as he dances.
Hey.
By the way, the language. Okay, back to the plot. Back to the plot.
Hey, Jason! I didn't know we were talking about Walton.
By the way, the language used on this newscast is not condoned by Hakeem Johnson. He's not responsible for.
The language on this newscast comes mainly from the Ring of Valiant server, not ACW. Let's continue on.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, Walton, I said it. If you have a fucking problem with me, get over it.
Yo.
Wow.
That's crazy. I approve of it.
Look, if we go any further, Hakeem's going to start making purchases from Hit Kids Bridge Emporium.
Got me fucked up.
Of course you'd fucking say that. You get back to your Saints rowing, which we're going to be doing it next month, eh?
Yeah, you better be getting that.
For that game. What's
on right now?
So, I want to, I guess PW Insider was able to catch that Vince McMahon made a statement to the talent via text. I kind of want to read it. because I want you guys to laugh with me in all this utter stupidity and how this comes off. So I'm going to read this. This is Vince's text to the talent today as he retired from WWE. I'm not doing the voice either. Fuck off. To all WWE superstars. As I approach 77 years old, OMG, am I really that old? I swear to God, that's what it said. I feel it's time for me to retire. I've thoroughly enjoyed sharing my passion, that's what got you in trouble, wisdom, and love of the business with you. No longer will you see the smiling, docile, level-headed, calm presence at Gorilla every week. Your dedication to WWE will ensure that our company will continue to grow and prosper. Our organization is nothing without you, there's still more unbelievably. You are WWE's only natural resource chosen to perform in front of us. You are all global ambassadors. Carry the WWE flag wherever you go. Wave it high and proud. And bust your ass to be all you can be as a person and as a performer. One other thing. I won't be with you, but I'll be watching. Remember to keep your hands up, grab a pole, and sell. By the way, SmackDown airs like 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central.
It's real.
Donate to my Patreon account.
Is that shit real?
That is real from WWE Insider. I am absolutely floored right now, bro.
Ain't no way this is real. Ain't no way this is real.
And then the entire roster stood up and applauded.
Oh my god. That might be one of the funniest things I've read in a while, bro. That fucker said, be a better person. I was like, dog, you, my man.
You know been better? You know been better if he said, be a star.
Be a star.
Stand up for WWE, damn it.
Oh my god. That is a nasty tweet. That is a nasty tweet.
Is that shit real?
I swear to God,
Vince
it's real.
really
Bro, that's PW Insider got that text. That's what he sent to the talent today. I am astonished, bro.
I mean, I think Malik is waiting for that DM with the link to the tweet, bud.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got it. Yeah. That shit killed me.
Well, to which Malik will promptly DM me the same link.
Are we doing a live reaction to the start of this episode? I guess because I've seen everyone's
I'm not. I got more important shit to do than worry about that.
I'm low key. I'm low key
I
extending
don't want to doing shit next weekend, but like I'm just wondering if we are doing this right now.
Well, if someone takes the bullet, I was low key trying to extend this so that way we can get live reaction from the start of tonight's SmackDown.
Well, y'all can go ahead and do that.
Hey, look, I'm not watching.
I wish I could be here for it, but
a tweet that I think people should give more attention to. Stop learning wrestling history solely from WWE documentaries.
Hey, D-Wog, just dead quick. You're gonna have the stuff ready the next weekend, aren't you? So we can finish some stuff.
I've had stuff ready anyway. It's just, all the stuff's been going down.
Mm-hmm. Well, just next weekend we can finish it.
I don't know about finishing it. If anything, y'all need to be looking at Walton because he's got 2 of his own stuff. Unless you did one of them already.
Nope.
Okay, well then you can look at him.
I don't know what to make of this because this came out, around the time, when things happened, if we're allowed to say it.
DM'd you too.
I'm just looking at what.
Oh my god, this shit is real.
Where?
Where'd you DM me on? Did you DM me on Twitter or did you DM me on Twitter?
I want to see this one
okay.
too.
Alright. I don't know if this relates, but I just want to post it. Did anyone see the pic Mustafa Ali did? I know he's with his family, but it's also like seeing, the peace sign in a sense.
Oh my god.
It's on the picture.
Oh my god.
It's real, huh?
What?
Yep.
That couldn't have been from him.
I'm gonna post it on my wall so I can look at that.
That couldn't have been from him.
That
could not have been from him.
Still though,
because most of us are in here.
That is unreal.
Put it in personnel, no mic chat.
Yeah, put it in the personnel, no mic chat.
Fucking god!
I can't believe that.
What a fucking day!
I can't believe it.
That's one of the craziest and craziest days ever.
Yo, this is the biggest pack I'm smoking. Night, my guy.
Bruh.
I saw it, kid. I saw it.
What if he gets his release now? Like, what if he legit, since Vince is gone, Ali could still easily go to them and say, "I still want my release." Because remember, Vince was the one that said no.
If since Hunter is EVP now, or talent relations, whatever, he probably could just talk to Hunter, and Hunter could just talk to Stephanie and get it granted.
Yep.
Because him and Hunter have a closer relationship, anyways.
Yeah, while we're waiting for this opening of SmackDown, low-key, I did low-key want to talk about Triple H. Apparently, he's quote-unquote back in power as EVP of Talent Relations. That was the big story until this whole shit later today. I had some thoughts about that. I think he's back in power, but he isn't back in power. So what I meant by that was, like, he has stroke. Again, I'll put it that way. He has stroke with his position. Pause. And he has now the ways to where he has talent relations to where if he wanted to convince a couple of indie superstars, a couple indie wrestlers, he can do that. Wherever they can come from, he can convince them. The problem, however, and this was before the whole Vince thing, is that he doesn't have the power he once did. He's going to answer to those that are above him. So, like, the NXT of the black and gold, that's not coming back. That's not what that means. What it means probably is that he'll probably just lead the new initiative of the athletes and the social media influencers that are going to turn into wrestlers. He's probably going to be leading that and try to work that magic on that end while carrying a big check. Because people got to understand, like, that health scare Triple H had took a toll on him physically and mentally. I don't think he wants to do that like that no more. Not to mention, he don't even got the circle like that no more. All the people that were in the circle in NXT, a lot of them are gone. They work elsewhere now. So it just can't be like it was back then. All this really will mean is that Triple H can use this spot to be able to maybe make suggestions and sign talent that are available. So if you're a Bandito, for example, that's still available, Triple H might still see something in you to where he might bring you in. Hope to God not. But if he did, he might want to bring you in. So, but other than that, it's not going to be to where, where it's going to be like he's going to just raid the independents again. Because one, people know the score now. And two, who the fuck are you going to raid from in the indies that you didn't in the past? The depth isn't as that deep as it once was. The one factor I will give Triple H though is that Cody is in the company now, and Cody, I will put $100 bill on the table right now. I guarantee you, Cody has a list of people from a certain company that he would like to make certain requests for if they become available from there. And he will probably give that list to said Triple H to see if it can work out. So yes, if you are someone that watches AEW and has favorites over at AEW, games are going to be played, no pun intended.
Yeah.
There's going to be people making
So
switches.
what you're saying is Cody's essentially going to serve as a bit of a scout for Hunter.
Yeah, actually that's a good way to put it. Yeah, that's actually kind of what I'm saying.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Because look, Cody's a petty man, and I'm not even saying petty is like a bad thing all the time, but he is a petty man, and he hasn't gone over the fact. I would think that he hasn't gone over the fact that he didn't fully get what he wanted in AEW in terms of his contract and what have you, so he had to go back to WWE. So now, as a response, he's going to go to his quote-unquote favorite wrestler, Triple H, and he's going to suggest certain people that may throw out some feelers from AEW to see if they can get in the WWE. And make no mistake about it, this is still a business. You are a fool if you don't think there are AEW wrestlers that are going to even entertain the idea. Even right now, even with the Vince shit and the whole structural changes and creative still sucking, you're a fool to think if certain AEW talent wouldn't at least listen to Triple H and Cody and see what they would have to say.
Because at the end of the day, the paycheck is better.
Right. Not even just the paycheck.
Well, on top of that, they're talking to two wrestlers that know what it's like to work in events.
Yeah.
And look,
they're talking to two wrestlers, and not talking to an old man.
And unfortunately, the dream is still the dream. I know. But the dream for a lot of these people will still be at WrestleMania. Because that's what they grew up to. So if they can, it doesn't matter how bad it gets there. If they can just get to the show, quote unquote, then it's all quote unquote worth it. But, for example, if a certain MJF, just as an example, was putting out feelers to Cody, hey, what would they think about me if I were able to give them an offer? Cody probably parlays that to Triple H. But let's be honest, contract tampering happens all the time. In sports, and especially in wrestling. You just have to not get caught doing it. That's where people fuck up. But contract tampering always happens. It definitely happens in wrestling. So Cody will go to Triple H and be like, hey, I got MJF, he's about to leave AEW in about 2 years. What can you offer him? And then he gives him a number. If MJF feels satisfied, he'll do his business in AEW. And then he'll jump ship to WWE. And that'll be that. That's the benefit of Cody being there now. Because some AEW talent are looking at Cody's run right now, and they think they're going to get that run. They're going to think they're going to be just like Cody. But my argument against that, too, is that Cody's a legacy guy there. Cody has ties to WWE. Hell, he came through the OVW system. He's their guy.
The Danny Davis, Jim Cornette OVW system.
Right. Absolutely. That's absolutely.
God, so that means Cody probably fucked Jim Cornette's girlfriend.
Allegedly, I don't want to get sued.
Allegedly,
look, there's little alleged about it. She sent fucking pictures saying, "Hey, you can have this."
King, come on, bro. You know, Cornette's girl is like the Wendy's drive-thru.
I know what she looks like. I unfortunately saw it. I'm just trying to cover my tracks.
I don't know what she looks like. I'm talking about her vagina being like the.
I know. Hey, you expect me to look at that after me trying to recover? Absolutely not. That's not gonna happen.
You want this man to have a stroke of a different variety, bro?
Yeah. I'm good. I'll hang myself now if that's the case. No, but look. But here's the thing: Cody is a legacy guy in WWE. He's been through the system. He learned wrestling through OVW, through the Cornette Davis era. So he has ties there. Even if him going back was weird, like, he has ties there. MJF doesn't. And that's what people need to kind of be weary about when they're thinking about, if you're an AEW talent, trying to go to WWE. Like, I get it. The pay's better. You get to travel around the world. You might get a title here and there that you've been dreaming to hold. You might get to wrestle the show at WrestleMania. But at the end of the day, Cody got in because he's the exception, not the rule. So if you're an MJF, or Ricky Starks, or a Hangman Page, or Sammy Guevara, or a Jungle Boy, whoever of that nature, it's not a guarantee that you go there and you're an automatic star or treated like an automatic star because you're from AEW.
And if you don't believe, and you don't believe him, ask Moxley, ask Keith Lee, ask Adam Cole, ask some of the people who have already been to WWE, who have already kind of been at that threshold. Just because it's the greener pasture for you, don't necessarily mean anything.
We're live on the telly, by the way.
Someone just say what is going on, because I'm not watching that show.
Yeah, I ain't watching that. But to Jamal's point too, like, Moxley's like the greatest example. A guy that was a world champion, a guy that was part of one of the most popular factions in modern history, a guy that was in the top of the line for quite a while in his time. He got sick of it and left. He went to AEW, became a game changer, and now is regarded as one of the best of his generation.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Chris Jericho, who main evented a WrestleMania.
Multiple WrestleManias.
All right, let's see this straight. Right.
Like, here's the thing: Jericho, who has been a main eventer on numerous occasions, main event in multiple WrestleManias, is a multi-time world champion. One of the most recognizable faces in WWE. And one of the great success stories of somebody that came from WCW to work WWE and become a huge star. He left to go to AEW and pretty much praises AEW for what they do. It became.
By the way, your world champion, CM Punk.
That's the.
Do I need to say anything more?
Tony Khan brought a man back.
Chisel Adonis is premiering a video on Vince McMahon. Fam, we have touched ground.
And look, man. At the end of the day, too, it's like, people. Sensible wrestling fans should be happy that AEW exists. You don't have to like the product, but you have to at least acknowledge that it's done a lot of good to where now you have a viable second promotion, not just for fans but the wrestlers too. So that way it encourages both companies of that nature to step up, and at the same time, there's more money to be made in a company that's losing such money. Even with the record, even with like the record profits that they're making, because I always say it all the time. Can you imagine this business right now without AEW? Can you imagine wrestling without AEW right now in 2022, especially in America? It would be dire. It would be absolutely dire. So when you think about
also Cesaro and Christian Cage.
Those guys are there Cage, too. Even the lower tier guys like a Shawn Spears. They gave him something to do. It's a sink or swim environment. It's what you make
Dustin Rhodes.
The list goes on and on and on. Bryan Danielson. CM Punk's right there.
God. Yes.
Jake Hager.
Adam Cole.
Granted, look.
Jeff Hardy when he's not busy being Jeff.
Athena. Ruby Soho. It goes. You can go through the list and you can point them out. And at the end of the day, look, we understand it's a business. There are going to be AEW. Look, AEW fans got to realize and recognize there are going to be AEW superstars that switch to WWE. It's going to happen eventually. It always happens. History teaches us that. But that doesn't mean WWE will have a stranglehold to where people think, oh, they signed Cody, then it'll be MJF, then it'll be this person, then it'll be that person, AEW, the sky's falling. No. That's the benefit of them having a deep roster and them focusing on their younger talent to where they don't have to worry about this problem. Because look at the roster right now, and look at the injuries that they've gone through this year alone.
An injury curse right now, and they're still putting on the strongest shows.
And yet people have been able to rise to the occasion in spite of that. That's the difference. You don't sabotage before they start.
I want to make this clear as well. One of the people who has risen to the occasion, because I saw a certain compilation today. Probably one of the best excursion moves ever.
Takeshita.
For Takeshita.
No skate Takeshita. Absolutely. I haven't seen an excursion this great either since Naito with CMLL, or if you want to go even further, the Great Muta in WCW.
Yeah.
He's
one of the most. He's a successful one, and it's been a while since we've seen a successful excursion like that. That popular to the point where you're like, that man ain't going back to DDT anytime soon.
Yeah, they say he's on a year excursion, but I think by the end of the year, if he even continues to grow, like Tony Khan's slapping a contract. And look, Shinjiro Takagi, my boy, he knows what the game is. He knows this is good business. He's getting his DDT and Tokyo Joshi Pro people into AEW. It's a good back and forth business.
Which I'm gonna say straight. I'm gonna say this. Oh, two things I want to say. Miyu Yamashita, get her ass in AEW, please.
It's been long overdue. You don't have to tell me.
Give me Miyu Yamashita. I want her in AEW. Shit, please, can we see her? Because that's the long overdue.
She'll be there.
We got Maki Ito, cool.
Yep.
We got Riho, cool.
Shida,
Miyu. Oh God, can you imagine if we get one of the best matches in Tokyo Joshi Pro? That the long storyline rivalry between two certain people, Miyu Yamashita and you know what I'm talking about, right?
Hold on, I just realized something.
What?
Who's to say that WWE people and NXT people won't run the AEW either?
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good point.
They're still
Carmelo Hayes could easily slide his ass to AEW and be like, "Hey, yo, I want to see what it's like over here."
He could work a fucking program with Max Caster.
I mean, true.
The one day I wish Rampage wasn't live. I swear to God.
My God, they would have had Caster out with a live rap tonight.
He was doing 2 verses tonight. That's how big he would have been.
Yeah.
But
he's gonna do a verse next time he shows up.
Oh, bro.
Dynamite this Wednesday. Tonight was Wednesday night.
I just thought about it. Hey, Keem.
What's up?
Miyu Yamashita versus Yuka on AEW programming.
That's easily going to be a top 5 AEW women's match of the year, maybe of all time.
And they give them 15 minutes.
Yep. I saw it at the festival last year, buddy. Shit was great. Murder Yuka. Killing Mayu shit. Just great stuff. Hey, as a Wrestle Universe subscriber like myself, I'm just happy to see the partnership come into fruition. I did not doubt whatsoever that Takeshita wouldn't be taken care of. He's Omega's
something
guy.
I will say about Wrestle Universe, just that quick. Thank you, Noah. At long last, you did something right recently.
At arm's length, though. At arm's length, though. You know what I mean? Hey, look, I'm happy for my boy Kano too, but at arm's length. At arm's length.
Yeah, but at least he finally did something right.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, Kendo and Cashin and Nosawa are still running the game there, so we'll see. But look, man, Miyu's gonna be there next week to fight Thunder Rosa for the women's title. If they get enough time, that's gonna be a fucking match of the year contender for the women. And like I said, like Malik said, Malik said it, but I've been basically saying it too for a while. Like, Miyu's low-key outgrown Tokyo Joshi. Now, granted, she's the ace.
Agreed.
She's the ace, and she's like the first one that was there to see it all. So I get the loyalty of the brand, but like, it's like at some point,
Her and Yuka,
and Yuka's another one too. It's gotten to the point with them and Yuka. Like, I watch Yuka too when I'm watching Tokyo Joshi, unless it's like a big show that Tokyo Joshi's doing, or she's in AEW. She's kind of half-assing lately, so that just kind of tells me that they just need to take probably a Takeshita-like break themselves away from Tokyo Joshi and just kind of freshen up the flow of the whole company. Because you still got like Maki Ito, because she still has things to accomplish there. You got Miyu Watanabe.
Okay.
I think she's going to be the one to really be the breakout once the pillars are out the way. I think Miyu Watanabe is going to be the one. You've got Hikari Noah, obviously. You got Mizuki still out there. The Suzumi. You got a lot of these younger talented Tokyo Joshi bro that can break out. But you need the Miyus and the Yukas to go out there and kind of explore and develop them themselves. Whether they freelance or, yes, even if they go to AEW. And I know a lot of Joshi elitists can't stand it when people say shit like that, but too fucking bad. I would like to see some of my Joshi favorites get a bigger and wider audience to be able to show their craft than having to go through VK.com and search for their matches in front of 300 people at a fucking unknown town in Japan. Sorry, that's kind of what I am.
Or they get fucking lucky and somebody in Stardom is like, we'll give you a shot.
That's true. Or Stardom, which she would fit in very well there too.
Speaking of which, we should make mention of Stardom and AEW.
Yep, they're smoke to the
Oh yeah, they have there's trying to be partnerships trying to grow.
Yeah.
Because allegedly from Meltzer, Utami's, because Abaddon said Utami's name just out of context, and Utami replied it with saying AEW, and what Meltzer implied is that wouldn't happen unless there was smoke to the fire. So if that reply is legit, then the collaboration between an AEW and Stardom is probably coming. Now, the only thing you got to worry about is the politics between like Tokyo Joshi and Stardom, because there's some kind of influence between those two. But other than that, shit, I'm all for it. It's the best women's roster in the world. So, I mean,
speaking of which, big weekend for Stardom. They've got 2 big shows, haven't they?
Yeah, they have the.
They've got the what the fuck show tomorrow.
Yeah,
the showcase show.
That's weird.
Well, I'll say it now, considering one of the matches, Mai Sakurai is going to die.
Oh no! Don't kill my Sakurai. Oh
no! She's getting fucking killed tomorrow in that hardcore tag match.
You know what? We are talking about since we are talking about Japanese wrestlers on excursions and everything. You know, somebody that I just remembered, and I'm thinking about him, and I'm like, get him out where he's at and let him just be here. Shooter.
Yeah, Shota.
Shota needs to get the fuck out of England and just
stop kidnapping my boy.
Don't even get me started on the English indie scene.
Get him the fuck out of England. I'm sorry, get him the fuck out of England.
No, I agree.
He ain't doing shit with him.
He's to go to New Japan Strong. ASAP.
They ain't doing shit with
him. Get him to New Japan Strong.
And I like Rev Pro. Don't get me wrong. I like Rev Pro too, but it's not doing anything for Shota. Like, if you watch him at Forbidden Door and even in New Japan Strong shows, he's like a different guy, bro. Like, get him out of Rev Pro. Get him out of
Rev Pro. Get him into New Japan Strong, please. And that would make.
Fuck, we're starting to get a gun in there, my man. He got to get back himself recently in shape. Now he looks like a fucking future race. Fuck, man.
Yeah, and then I want to just like. Well, he'll probably be on the show in October, won't he? Because New Japan's going to UK after the G1.
Yes, they are going after the G1 too. That's true. Yeah.
I've heard London again, which fucks me off because I have to make the journey down there. But I am quite maybe planning to go that show. So I am definitely in. There are plans maybe in motion to go that show. Not if it is further up north, I'll be happy. But I think I've heard London.
Well, make sure you get the
scoops.
But yeah,
I will do.
Oh, shit.
But back to Stardom though.
Underverse versus Miyu this Wednesday. Jesus fucking Christ!
It is for the title. I don't know if you watched their match at Summer Sun Princess. Shit was really good.
Watch on Dark. You can watch on Dark as well.
But I actually watched it live.
Just plug that.
I actually watched it live. That might be the greatest Tokyo Joshi show of all time too. That's how great it was. But Stardom, you know, they have the showcase. They have the Midsummer's Champions event too this weekend, and then the following week the 5-Star Grand Prix starts, and it's gonna be very interesting to see how that goes. Cause I think I'm agreeing with the consensus. I think Julia's winning it all. I think it's time. I think she's gonna win it all. She's gonna go through her enemies, and she's gonna win the Prix. And she's gonna win the red belt. I think they're gonna pull the trigger finally on Julia. I'm not the biggest Julia fan myself, but I think that's where they're gonna go. But it's gonna be interesting. There's a lot of good matches in that Grand Prix, so I'm looking forward to that. Speaking of Takeshita, bringing him up, I did a little thing with Tranquilo Club. Tranquilo released a video about Takeshita's excursion. I did a little audio for him on his video, so go check it out if you haven't seen it already. It's his newest video about Takeshita and his excursion, so you'll see a very, very random appearance from yours truly, so go check that out if you want to. But Takeshita, the reason why Takeshita is so special, because he's going to be the future of wrestling. Like, to me, I think Malik might have alluded to it early.